Evening. I'm Major Earl Dean with the Harris County Sheriff Office, West Region Patrol Bureau. At approximately 1:52 this afternoon, deputies received a call in the 1000 block of Katy Gap Road in reference to a disturbance. A male was frantic on the phone and said he had accidentally shot his girlfriend. Upon arrival, deputies made contact with the male, and the male refused to obey their commands and threatened to kill himself. He then barricaded himself inside the apartment, where we then contacted additional resources. Our SWAT team came out and took over the scene. After several hours of our crisis negotiation team talking with the male, trying to get him to surrender, the male refused all commands. At one point, we did deploy gas into the apartment complex. The male retreated onto the balcony where he suffered a self-inflicted gunshot wound. This scene is still under investigation and still very active, and our Internal Affairs Division will be coming out to investigate this matter. This is very unfortunate. There was a 20-year-old female found inside the apartment complex. She is confirmed deceased. The black male suspect is also deceased. He's a 23-year-old black male. Any questions?
Have there been any calls to service at this location before?
We had a few calls for service last year that I'm aware of that we had at this location. Yes, ma'am.
Was it family violence?
I didn't see any family violence. I did see a disturbance other, but I have to look into what that actually entailed.
When did this end? Does 6:58 sound about right?
About a half hour ago. I'm not sure of the time right now.
Was anybody else inside the home with them when this was all happening?
Right now, I'm not aware of any other individuals other than the deceased female and the black male suspect that were inside their apartment complex.
Were you in contact with the woman who's been shot at all during the course of this?
No, not at all, sir.
What do we know about her?
At this time, the only thing we know about her is that she's a 20-year-old white female victim.
Where was she found located in the apartment?
I'm not sure about the exact whereabouts, but she was found inside the apartment deceased and confirmed.
When was she confirmed deceased, or had the other person said that she's dead inside the apartment at some point?
Once the scene was secured, we had EMS personnel observe her and evaluate her, and she was confirmed deceased at that time.
Has she been deceased for a while now, or is it unclear?
It's unclear, but we, through our investigation and while we were out here, our drones were able to capture pictures of her where it did show that she didn't have any signs of life.
Were her injuries consistent with an accidental shooting?
We don't know that at this time, sir. That's still under investigation.
Shot just once?
That's what it appears. I can't confirm that at this time.
Did anybody hear any yelling coming from the apartment or any type of commotion happening before this all happened? Or?
Additional citizens did call us after the male suspect called us frantically and said they did hear yelling and screaming at the apartment complex. I'm not sure if that was just him after, but that's what we received.
Was that particular building extricated for people to throw the gas inside the apartment?
We did secure the scene as best we could, so we didn't want to affect the public, sir.
Can you speak to us on the tragic loss of life today?
Yes, it's highly unfortunate, and the Harris County Sheriff Office wants to let anyone know, any victims of domestic violence, please call us in time so these type of tragedies won't take place.
Was he out on his balcony with a gun earlier in the standoff? There's a video going around showing him pacing back and forth, gun to his head on that balcony. We saw it at about like 4 o'clock.
Well, we've been out here several hours, and he was the entire time contemplating self-inflicted harm to himself.
Was he out on the balcony at all?
Yes, he was, at numerous times.
What was the relationship between the male and the female? Do we know that it was?
Right now, only thing we know, it appeared to be a girlfriend, boyfriend type of relationship. That's the only thing we know at this time.
And this is being investigated as a murder?
All of this is being investigated. Yes, our homicide team is out here. Our Internal Affairs Division team is out here. We're going to do a thorough investigation into this matter.
What was being said to him during the negotiation, trying to get him to come down?
Well, our crisis negotiation team, they are well trained, and they were trying to get him to surrender peacefully.
How frustrating was it for you guys? You're out here and you know the whole time there's a critically wounded woman inside who needs your help.
It is a bit frustrating, but our first reaction is to actually secure the scene, and we did our due diligence to try to bring this to a peaceful end, and at the same time render aid when it was possible.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for being patient today.
Thank you.
Thank you.